Let's focus on some of the stocks which have been from the mid-cap space doing very well last few days, and that's the education space, paper stocks. All these stocks are doing very well, and one of the biggest triggers being seen in the market is the national education policy. We've got Gnanesh Gala, MD and CEO of Navneet Education, to talk more about that. Ganesh, thanks very much for your time. I understand that the entire industry is preparing for the new education policy, the new syllabus as well, triggered by that. Talk to us in specific, how does it likely to change fortunes of companies such as yours?
Yeah, so NEP 2020 has lot many things to do. Schools will have to do lot many things for imparting education. One of the activity or one of the action will be change curriculum. So change curriculum state by state, individual states are deciding when to change the curriculum. Based on that, company like ours will have to prepare new products, new supplementary books to those new textbooks. And therefore, I think all the companies in this industry will benefit because of that. And that is for the period of next 4 to 5 years.
All right. Give us a sense as to what the outlook is as well when it comes to the guidance that your company had given for the publication business. That was about 15% post the implementation of NEP. Can you tell us what kind of a timeline that you're expected to complete this implementation, and are you on track?
Yeah, so as far as our main business is concerned, which is in Maharashtra and Gujarat, where NEP implementation will start from 24-25, and thereon continue that for around 4 years. So from next year, we are very confident that 15% CAGR revenue growth will achieve in publishing. No doubt there would be some 1 year around 12-13%, and some year it could be 18-20%, depending on the grades for which the curriculum changes. So, but CAGR 15%, we are very confident for next 4 years, starting from 24-25.
Okay, fair enough. Can you also give us a view as to what the outlook is in terms of your edtech investments? Does this new plan of yours will onboard any strategic or any financial investor? Do you have any tie-ups on the anvil?
No tie-ups as of now, but with respect to edtech or technology usage in imparting education, we are very clear that long-term technology is must for each and every school to adopt. And accordingly, Navneet has decided to focus to the requirement of schools. And going forward, we will give a lot many products that school can adopt. We have just decided that we'll not go very aggressive, but give the products that schools can adopt easily or teachers can adopt easily. And likewise, the spend that we did in 22-23 and probably little bit in 23-24 will get reduced because we are restricting and focusing on the exact need of the schools and now not trying to create more products.
The market is abuzz, on the they are very excited about your edtech side of the business, and there is a lot of talk in the market that you've been approached by private equity players to pick up one stake. Do you need capital? If you do indeed plan to get in a partner, will it be more strategic and not for the need for the capital? Is there anything among the promoters, that kind of thinking on mind, or nothing at all yet?
No, nothing at all. As of now, no discussion even at company level to invite any strategic investor. We believe the type of spend that we are likely to spend now going forward, I don't think so we really need an external investment right now. Earlier, of course, we had indicated that we had a large plan and therefore we would go for an external investment, but now that is not on the cards.
Okay, that's a view coming in on the overall edtech business. But what about, the product category and accounting? The management had stated that accounts for about 8 to 10% of the stationery export revenue, and that faces an anti-dumping duty by the US. Can you elaborate on this? What's the impact?
Yeah, so that's around 40 to 50 crore revenue that got impacted in the current year. And we have to finally find some solution to take care of that production or that requirement of our buyers. And added to that, lot many new product categories that we have planned to introduce. So going forward, our exports of stationery, just 8-10% is a temporary dip that we saw in the current year. But going forward, that we will recoup by transferring the production somewhere else, as well as new product categories. Overall, we have huge opportunity in our exports business of stationery.
Do you also have some surplus non-core land bank on your books? Can you talk to us a little more about the plan which you have regarding that? Would you aim to keep it for some time till there's immediate need, or would you like to monetize some part of it and use the proceeds for business growth?
Yeah, so one of such land we have in the state of Gujarat, where we want to expand there for the future of looking at the future of our business. But because of the local laws and local new laws that have come in, we are not able to do anything on that place. So we are likely to liquidate that land. And so it's not a large land though, but one parcel that we are likely to liquidate.
All right. One last question before we thank you, Mr. Gala. You are also a user of paper, and paper prices have been rising very sharply. How do you hedge that risk in your overall business policy?
No, so unfortunately, we have no leverage possibility. But for last 6 decades, we have been able to manage our margins, even though the fluctuation of paper prices, except last year, which was unprecedented. We had never seen such paper price rise. Fortunately, since June, paper prices have started coming down. Having said that, what we do every year, that our production cycle, which starts from October till almost April every year, we tie up with all the major paper mills and see to it that we are given the assured quantities, and the pricing mechanism also is freezed. So frankly, the total additional paper price hike, if at all it happens aggressively, is not going to be loaded. That is part one. And secondly, if we produce as the paper prices goes up, we can always pass that on to the end consumer. So we increase the product prices. So overall, in our business, publishing business, we are not affected by the paper price hikes. But as far as stationery is concerned, temporarily we may get affected, which we got affected in Q1 this year. But then it will come back as paper prices soften.
Thanks so much for joining in and giving us a view on your overall business as well as EdTech and the focus there.